So now I show you how we build this up from scratch, and this is good to show you how the things work, how you set up the points, what you can do, what your possibilities, and so on. So we start with a new folder. I call it tutorial maps, and I create a level and call this tutorial main level, okay, or maybe main map. So what I copy is my lighting, because then I don't have to set up the lighting. I think that's not from interest. So I go in there, save, and paste this. So now we have a light, nothing else, only the light. So, and now I add my showroom, if I find it, is here. I add the showroom. I set it to 0, 0, 0. The empty showroom. Okay. So this is just geometry. You can add what you want, build what you want, and fly through with the buttons. If you want to use this, it's easy. You can change. Okay. Maybe important, if you want to get rid of this, if you delete materials and maps, all what is connected with this geometry is away, because all you need for UI you have in UI. There are the textures for the UI, there are the meshes for the UI, materials for the UI, and one blueprint for the animated touch icon. Yeah, so this is there, so you can delete this. If you want to work with this, there are the materials, here the meshes. In the materials you have also this folder posters. The posters are the textures on the walls. So if you want to change this, you can export these textures, change it, and style it like you own it. If you want to change the materials on the maps, on the mesh, the best way is to go in meshes, digital museum, open up this FBX, and change here and change here the materials for the meshes. That's the best way. Okay, but now we leave this and start with the explanation of how to navigate through this. So all you need to navigate is in blueprints. All you need to navigate on the main level is on the first stage. So this is for the beginning all you need. Two things you need to drop in. This is the MasterPawn. You can position it anywhere, it's up to you, and it makes no difference. And the base target, that's always the same. You need the MasterPawn and the base target dropped in. Okay, so the base target is our start for all. So 0, 0, 0. I set all up to 0 because it's better. So the base target has not many options. You only have to set up the start, and you can watch here in this window. You always get a preview of what you set up. You see, you have here the camera. So if you drive your arm length, the arm length gets bigger. And now you have here positioning the rotation. So now rotate it up. You can rotate it this direction. You can't rotate on this. Always rotate on the camera rotation in the menu. Positioning is possible here, but rotation always here. Well, it's the same, I think, with all points. So, but we will go through. Okay. So now if you have set up it and you hit play, so he flies at 0 and he gets an arrow. So because of you have in the MasterPawn, this is the only thing you have to give him is his base target. So now he knows his base target. Now we are good. So just building the reflection capture. Build reflection capture. So if you start with the level, first thing MasterPawn and base target, and give the MasterPawn the base target, and then it's ready. Okay, the rest you can create from the MasterPawn. So there's no need to go here and drag something in. You can do this, but it's better use this, then you always get the right one and don't get one of the complex and give it here. So because from the complex point, then we do later, if you get a deep level, then you use this, and you can also create this from the complex point, so you don't get in problems that you use the wrong one. So create it from here, then you get no problems. So now our first point is working, zooming is working, panning is working. If you hit back, he flies back, so he's back. So, and now we want for example, we have our stations we want to fly through. So the first thing we need first thing you can fly through is the zoom point. So make a zoom point construction. Now I'll show you what the zoom point can do. Zoom point is the first point you can fly through. So always positioning with the normal gizmo, and for example we want to see this for stage as a focus, so we give this here, and at first we only look at what we see. So we position it like our camera target we want for the middle of our view. You will see later why it's important. So now first thing we do is the zoom point arm length. So how far should the camera be away? So we drag it out, maybe this. The next thing we want the camera rotation. So this rotation you can do, but you shouldn't do, but it's there. Okay, so up, if you want front, you can go side, how you like it. Okay, now I go only up and front. And now if you hit play, it's automatically recognition and he flies there. And if he goes back. Okay, so the next thing is, I don't want my icon here because here are the things that are from interest. So the icon has an offset. So you can see you can change the offset, bring it out, bring it down. here, for example, and now the button lays down, but the camera moves at this position, and it's good. So, perfect. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. I can adjust it. Okay, that's our point. So, if we know we have now two possibilities. We can also change the button scale. If you change the button scale, you see, change the button scale, play, button scale changed, now bigger. Perfect. So, give it back. You can say touch icon. No, I want no touch icon. If you don't want it, you only see it if you get with the mouse. And you see it on the mouse over, the touch icons are gone. Touch icons on. You can say, oh, I want to check if the button is the same size as the dummies. Then you hit the arrow, play, and you can see your dummies in game. That's only for testing purpose. Something goes wrong, but shouldn't go wrong. Also, if you have, for example, a side view, you have button rotation, you can rotate it. If you now hit play, button stands at the side, goes the same, camera goes the same way. Okay, I bring it back. This is a touch icon offset, so if you only want to scale touch icon or the click icon, you can do it here. It's not really necessary. So another interesting thing is you can change, maybe good for a side view, the icon switch. If you switch the icon, you get a billboard. The billboard has its own offset, so it has its own scale and it has its own offset. So if you want to bring this out, then it's here. Maybe now in this thing not the best solution, but you see it works. If you have a machine from the side, maybe this is perfect. So and it flies on the same way the other point flies, yeah? From all perspectives, back, back. And here you also have the show labels icon, and you have the size and what you want to say, and also you have the offset. So you have the zoom point, fly, yay, back. This is for the moment all I have to say about the zoom target. Now we can create the next step. For this, maybe okay, we could do how many zoom targets we want. We can do it all the same way we did the last one. One for the cinema. On the MasterPawn, create another one here. So in this we can set up the same way. Arm length, rotation, the height you set here, button offset if you want it, see, pop. Okay, I also set this one, arm length, button offset, sorry, rotation, the wrong one. Here and here. So button offset, this is okay. This is going out. Up. So when we hit play, now we fly to this one. Okay, works. So maybe we just go through the settings in the MasterPawn. As you see, you have the fields for creating the points, and under this you have this we know for the base target you have to set. It's important. So and then we have things like touch speed, touch pan speed, mouse wheel, zoom speed, pan mouse speed, field of view. If you set the field of view, it changes for all things. So all cameras get the field of view from the pan. So you can disable smooth zooming. This is meant for the if you get any problems. Oh, now you have to increase the speed from the mouse wheel also, but now it gets the steps from the mouse wheel and has not moving. I just had this for testing. I leave it in. So before fly home, set camera is mean that if you uncheck this, and we speak about this when you turn, it always flies at the first step back to the main position and then out. So if you disable this, it flies directly out. So from all, you get directly home. This could also be cool. It's faster. You can fly. So if you turn here and then here, whoop, it turns it out to the base. So this is only a style thing. Camera floor collision is on, so you see that the camera, you can't go underneath this. If we disable this, then you can go through the floor. Okay, enable camera rotation lag is just for this. You would leave it enabled. This is cool for the smoothing of the camera. Feels better. You can turn it off if you maybe, but I think it's cool. Camera lag speed, there you can adjust the smoothing of the camera. You can dry out, up, down. Zoom out limit is the limit for getting out. So the plus the arm length. If you have the arm length and plus this, you can go out, I think. 2, turn off or on. This is the tool. Now the tool is gone. So maybe I show the tool now. I thought about do it later, but maybe we are now on the MasterPawn. Maybe I should show it now. The tool works also with the main ZoomPoints. So that for me these are the overall chapters, and you can set up here a custom tool. So now you get, if you turn it on, there comes the background for the tool, and with the navigation left right. Now in a moment it's flying only in the middle. It just has no actors. Yeah, and hits errors. So if you have nothing assigned to the tool, turn the tool off. So now we add actors. We have 3 actors. You don't need to assign all actors. You can add the actors you have. If some actor is not added to the list, he will be ignored. So the last I'll show you. Important is the first actor is always the base target. Yes. And then you assign the actors how you like to want it. A good way is with this tool, just click on it, and he adds it. So if you now press play, you have your actors. Now it works. So you first always the BP map, the base target. That's important. The other one you can assign like you want it. You don't need to have the base target on this stage from top view. You can also bring it down and handle it like other start point in a room or something like that. Yeah. So and then now it works. So if you go forward, if it not have to finish it, let it finish. If you're front here, or if you go to the last and then click again forward, then it jumps right to the beginning. Also for this works also. If you go there back, nothing happens. Yeah, this is. But also here, if you turn, if you throw back, it falls back, then it goes up. So if you want names for this, it's easy. You turn this on. Maybe this for you is the gallery. Maybe this is, I don't know, the machine, and this could be the cinema. So what it does is, in the naming, it removes the BP zoom target and sets all comes behind this, it sets to the name. So if you name it here, it's perfect. Now gallery, cinema, machine, and you also have this for the base target. You can base target overview, overview, hit play, and overview. So I think this is a good way to do this. It's easy, and I think you can find it good. So this is the tool menu. I think this is a cool feature. Yes. This is the this I'll show you later. I do now the detail points. So another possibility you have are the zoom detail points. So think about this is the next zoom step you can get. So if you are here, if you zoom on this stage, you can go next stage with the zoom detail point. Also this, just click on it. It is constructed. Find it in your outliner. Now bring it here over. So there we have it. So the zoom detail point is a billboard. You can change individual billboards on the zoom detail point here. That's by all billboards the same. Or also with the zoom target, you can change the billboard here in the scene if you want. So you don't have to go in the widgets. For the 3D icons, it's always possible to change it in the scene, the look of the billboards. So just generate one and bring it here. Also the size, offset, or So we are here. So what we have on the, okay, this I have to remove in the final thing. There's a variable we don't need, array, that's public. I will remove this before I send it online. Zoom detail point arm length, we go here. It's the same like the other rotation. Okay, this rotation we don't need. Go here, go here. The cool thing is the zoom speed of the wheel and the touch. So if you go on this stage, it's a more detailed stage. The arm length is shorter. The zoom speed is balanced with the arm length. So you don't have the problem that when the arm length is not so wide, not so large, that you have a very fast zoom. The zoom is always good balanced, I think. So this, you have the button size, and maybe if you I think about if you have their box, and there is your artifact or whatever stays here. Then you have to place the thing exactly to your artifact. You want to rotate around, and then with the button offset again, bring it up. If you want, here also text labels, enable, disable like you want. Text offset, all you need. This I will delete. Sometimes I don't have to find everything, but I think I tested it so much in a moment, so I hope when it goes online there's then really all perfect. So you see, now we have this, and now when you fly back, goes in this position, flies back, goes in level 2, flies back level 1. So another thing, we have to navigate through the waypoints. You can, as all, just click and construct your waypoint, as many you want. You can position it where you want it to be. Bring it up. So the waypoint only rotates around its own axis, so it's a waypoint you have to look around in the scene, yeah, not to rotate around. Yeah, it has the option to set camera height. This is to bring the camera in the head height of the player. Also it has icon offset, where you can offset the icon, but that's not necessary for it's there. But button scale, this is the one you will need if you want to get it bigger. And I hit play. So this waypoint is in the moment set up for just be visible in the second level. So if you zoom in, it's there. Sorry. And when you hit back, you come back. You always can access from waypoints the detail zoom points. You can access from waypoints the open level points and info points. So it's just another way to navigate through. And if you make another one, you navigate along. If you're there on the waypoint, hit back. Yes, now I go back because the waypoint always in the timeline flies always out to his end position. To the base position. So what else we have to say about the waypoint? There was something, yes. The whole system, if you want to display things in the different levels, you can use for this the actor tags. So for example, the waypoint always, the zero tag is important. Never change this tag. This tag is to run the system that it recognizes all the waypoints, give it an array, read the index, set the index, read it out, and set the camera. The others are to change, but there are keywords for this. So the waypoint display, you can always see this on the targets itself, and it's easy. The waypoint display is calling all things. If you gave one thing this tag, you only see this if the waypoint is active. Yeah. If you gave him a tag level 3, then he is visible at level 3. Yeah. So you see it from level 3. You see this waypoint from level 2, but you don't see it in the moment from level 1. You can say, okay, I want to see it also from level 1, if this makes sense for you. I set it so up that it makes sense for me. Maybe if you find, okay, I want to go directly in a waypoint, so it's level 1, then it hits down to the waypoint directly and you can go up. Okay. And yes, also all things, if you have object in the scenes, you only want to show in a specific level or an open level point, you want it only on this, then set it with one of these tags to this level, or give it away from one level. Yeah, these are the waypoints, the tool mode, the zoom points, the detail level modes. May we go now to bring this thing to the this stage to the end. Just showing you have the info point billboard. The info point billboard is this info icon. Info point billboard is this info icon with a billboard, a label, where you can click and see and open up a widget. You can or you can design your widget and then just select it here, and this is the widget that opens up. For me, is it now an old graphic I did for the describe the things. The same is the normal info point, and the normal info point is the same only as on a 3D plane. You can position in front of an image or something like that, and it don't faces the camera. Yeah, that's very simple. Thanks, but I need it, so I